I told you I'm the life for the party. Why your guys want to try collect that beat? Beating head don't go, make me want to hack. So give me them sat, Sholo Maggie.
Hello, Falz the bad guy. What's going on?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Bad guys in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in the building. What's really hot?
I'm up. I'm up. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm just chilling, relaxing, catching fun.
First of all, I just want to say congratulations on your nomination for the Best Performer Award.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm sure that you were anticipating winning it, right?
Well, I'm in a position to determine the winner of the award, but at least his nomination is achievement, at least something that one can be happy about. So big thanks to the edits. I always feel a little somehow mentioning the name of that award.
Yeah. Okay. So I know that you really were gunning for that, and as a performer, it's so funny that up until the Falz experience last year, I didn't really, you know, Falz performing wasn't really like right there on the top of everybody's mind, but right now it is. So how did you...
his work. We've been putting a work, and of course the special Almighty above continues to bless the heavens. And you know, we're walking, we're dropping stuff, and you know, I guess activity, you know, when you're at the forefront of everybody's mind, they're seeing on the telly. Normally they used to book deal for the show and stuff.
Thank you so much for speaking that way, because I really just, I was about to beg you, I was about to say, guys, please can you beg Falz to sit down and actually just like talk to me. I'm begging him. He's not listening. Anyways, yeah, so Falz, about being a performer and being phenomenal at that, I feel like you actually did put up a performance on This Is Nigeria. Right, so I know that was inspired by Childish Gambino. You always said that even when you posted it. So I need to know, before you put it out, what was on your mind? What did you expect?
I expected reaction. I expected discussion. I expected controversial discussion. But this magnitude of like reaction, I didn't see. Definitely didn't foresee, but I'm happy. I'm happy because at the end of the day, that really was the intention from the beginning, to stir up a heightened level of awareness and consciousness.
This is Nigeria. Look how I'm living now. Look how I'm living now. Everybody be criminal.
This is Nigeria. This is Soundcity Radio 98.5. We have Falz the bad guy in the building. Hey,
yeah, bad guys in the building, what up?
Yeah, I think everybody's just happy. Munira Ahmed on Twitter says to hail you. A lot of other people are tweeting. They're just saying hello to you for now. I'm sure the questions will come in. So Falz, talking about This Is Nigeria, the video, you had some Chibok girls, or I would say Chibok girls or Dapchi girls, because that's what I thought the girls in the hijab represented to me. But there were a lot of mixed feelings about those girls dancing in the hijab. What exactly were you trying to pass with that?
I think a lot of people always try to find a way to kill the messenger, you know, and obviously in the process miss the message. But it was pretty obvious that the girls in the hijab were very symbolic.
Yeah.
And it's the sanctity, the innocence of the girl child that is often lost in everything, in the whole chaos that's happening. You know, now with the Chibok girls, for example, that were taken away, to over 200 of them. At the end of the day, after the government's extremely sluggish response, like half the number was brought back. Then the Dapchi girls were kidnapped again. Over 100 of them were kidnapped. You know, and you know, after some time they said, oh, a lot of theories, whether there was negotiation, whether there wasn't negotiation. You know, majority of them were brought back. Some of them were dead, and there's still one of them in captivity.
Yes.
Nothing is still being done. The President's Democracy Day speech didn't even address that. So I mean, like, there's so many things that are happening, but you know, the people are really just, I feel like everyone is being insensitive to it because we're not really talking about these things.
Okay, so Falz, I think everyone has watched this video. We saw a lot of the obvious things that you put out there. Also, there's like two parts of the people. Some people say, oh, you know, Falz was being too preachy, and then he literally just copied Childish Gambino. And then I saw someone say that, oh, Falz, for This Is Nigeria, for This Is America, Childish Gambino did not have to spell out all the things, all the symbols that were in the video. But for you, we could hear it in the song, then we could see it in the video. Is there a reason for that?
Yes, because I'm a different kind of artist.
Right.
I'm not Childish Gambino. I'm Falz the bad guy.
Oh, shit.
The way I make my art is very different from the way Childish Gambino makes his art.
Okay.
You know, so I'm making my art also tailored to a different set of viewers, a different audience completely. I'm making my art for the Nigerian audience. The Nigerian audience, even when you say this is a red table, he will still come and argue with you that it's not a red table. So tell me you don't need to spell it out for that kind of person.
Well, thank you for spelling it out, but I just want to ask, is there anything that you tried to put out in the video that you think that a lot of people didn't get? Is there anything at all? Just call my attention to it, because like I don't know if I got everything.
Not necessarily. I think everything was pretty clear. I think probably the most misconstrued would probably have been the girls in the hijabs, and only the people that are trying to be funny, you know, would misconstrue that, because it's pretty clear what it is symbolic of. But I think pretty much every message in there was caught.
Okay. So I saw something in the video. There was this part where like the SARS officials were there, and then there were guys, and then they were beating on guys, and then some man came with some money, and then one guy got away, and then the other guy was still getting beat on, and then you left. So I'm a little confused by that part. What exactly was that supposed to mean? I know that the man giving money will obviously be like a rich dad or someone influential paying for their son to get out, but then
that is pretty much it.
Were you part of the people that were paid for to get out? Because you weren't, like, initially you were caught with the guys, but then you left.
Yeah, I just found my way. I wriggled my way out, but you know, in the entire story, I'm just the one narrating. So my in that particular fracas, my leaving there is not necessarily symbolic of anything, but the whole action of the big man in there, but coming in, money exchanging hands with the SARS guys. I mean, it's pretty typical of what happens. It is the Nigerian story. You're in trouble, you find your way to bring out a few notes. Those notes exchange hands, you get yourself out of trouble. You know, bribery, corruption, every single sector in Nigeria.
All right, Falz.
This is Nigeria. Just because I'm on TV now. Person who don't get work is checking to see if my watch is original.
Yeah, I am in the studio with the bad guy, Falz himself, and I know that we were talking about This Is Nigeria, but a lot of people are on the internet and they want me to just tell you that they love you. I have Emeka, Moyo as well. Moyo Tuga says you just need to give him a shout out and he'll be happy. Or she'll be happy.
What up? Big shout out to Moyo, yeah?
Yeah.
Big shout out to Moyo. Thank you for listening in. I love you.
Bethel's tuned in as well. And also, I just need to ask you real quick, Falz. So, you know, a lot of people keep saying, oh, you know, Falz has been a privileged kid for so long, you know, so he doesn't really feel what's going on in the streets. That's why he's talking about this and talking about that. To be honest, I don't think people should compare struggles. That's just me. But for you, I want to know, what's the hardest thing you've had to deal with in your life? Yes, that's
hardest thing. Like, hard is very relative. Like, what do you mean by hard? Like,
I understand that it's relative, so I just want you to say what is hard for you.
But I don't even mean relative. Like, it's very broad. Like, hard in what sense?
Falz, just
hard in what sense?
Basically, like in life, when people say, oh, you know, I have to go through this and that to get this, that's basically what I'm talking about. So anything that you've had to deal with to get to a certain point. Please, no hassle in the building. Just,
I mean, I just think it's a very broad question, and you know, it's a bit unclear. But I mean, if I had to say, you know, I would say maybe the come up. You know, it's pretty tough to make it in this industry, so that was very difficult. You know, it's, regardless of your background, regardless of whatever resources you have, to make it in any industry, to be honest, to make it is, you know, at the beginning, it's never easy. So I'll say the come up, I guess.
Okay, so at what point did you know that, you know what, I've come up to this point, I'm now at this level that I can make influential music and just be socially conscious and keep going? Because I feel like everybody gets to a point where you realize that you have such an impact on society. So at what point, can you just use like a song mark? That's what I would say. Like, what song was it for you that you were like, you know what, I've gotten to this point, I understand that the people have love for me, I should use my voice for something more important?
I'll say Where Don't Stop because I did it on that song as well.
Yeah.
But I did it in a slightly playful, slightly satirical manner. You know, on Where Don't Stop. But I'll put that as a song.
I feel like playful and satirical is your style. I mean, you were dancing shaku shaku with a 6-pack, and you were talking about all these serious things. I just really need to know.
Yeah, but that was symbolic.
Oh yeah.
You know, this song is a very serious song.
I probably missed that. Now tell me.
This is a very serious song.
Yeah. So
but the dancing and all that stuff is to sort of show that everything is happening, and that's why even during the dancing and everything else was happening, if you observe it, you see in the background there's a lot of chaos.
Yeah, I did.
So basically, there's a lot of chaos around us, but everyone is so distracted by entertainment and by the shaku shaku vibe.
To be fair, it's a hard dance, but yeah, thanks for calling that out. We'll talk about the Falz the Bad Guy in a touch at Soundcity 985 FM is the handle. This is Soundcity Radio 98.5. Don't go anywhere.
Mommy, see, I know be legal spender. I got a shitload of that legal tender. I'm thinking how we met is not coincidental. I can make a life just a little better.
Sometimes I do make it that's why I go to tell you, but that is within the confine of my private.
I just want to know, how long did it take you to get a 6-pack? It's for research purposes.
I've always had like the skeletal structure, but on a recently basis, toward the end of last year, I went through like a rigorous workout.
Yeah.
Get in shape. First of all, I was trying to get in shape for my event, which was end of last year.
Yeah.
And then also after that, I just sort of kept it up.
And then you had you've become it's a thing for you now. You just don't wear a shirt anymore.
No need to put on shirt again. I'm just looking around because this public place. I would have stripped myself.
Oh my god, so what's your diet? What do you like? What kind of stuff do you eat? I'm just asking because a lot of guys are trying to be like you, Falz.
Nowadays I've been unruly, but normally salads, healthy stuff, you know, just grains, not a lot of carbs, smoothies. Right.
And nobody has roasted you for being healthy. I feel like Nigerians are just the worst. When you're trying to eat healthy, look at you, you're eating grass. So nobody has roasted you for that.
I do experience that on a daily basis. Some people try to join me with my diet, but oftentimes they don't make it past the first day.
Is that bad?
Yeah, some people in the building, they made that
Alright guys.
They made that attempt to the past, but they didn't really made it.
You heard the man. You have to be dedicated if you're trying to have a 6-pack like Falz the Bad Guy. So Falz, I just really want to know, you spoke about politics. Is there any other social issue that you would like to speak about or that we should look forward to seeing you speak about in your music?
Definitely. I'm actually even working on a project that has pretty much all conscious music on it. I can't really say when that's going to be out yet, but definitely something I'm working on currently, and we're going to be getting that pretty soon.
Is there a name for it?
Right now, the name I'm calling it is Moral Instruction.
Moral Instruction. I feel like a teacher.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm just going to give you a brilliant idea. I feel like it's brilliant because, right? Yes, yeah. You should just stand with like a cane.
A cane and blackboard.
Exactly.
That's actually dope. That's actually dope.
Okay, so Falz, I know that you are, I think, an ambassador for an NGO.
That's actually dope.
Yeah, thanks. But I think you're an ambassador for an NGO that is about rape.
Yes.
So? Yeah. So are you going to be speaking about that in recent times or not?
Definitely. And I've actually got a song which was on my album 27, and I'm going to be putting out the visuals for that pretty soon as well, which sort of focuses on sexual abuse and that. That is also something very conscious and something that, we need to talk about too.
I been a beat, you will know when we handle it. They say we the shogun, it's a damn habit. We no struggle to collect best status. First class, no be who collect extra shit. Give ladies ecstasy with our expertise.
Celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush. all-time celebrity crush.
Yes.
Rita Dominic.
Aww. Your favorite destination?
Favorite destination, Zanzibar.
Aww. Well, thank you so much, Falz the Bad Guy. I just want to know that now you say you're working on an EP, a moral instruction. I'm going with that name, and I'm hoping that I see the art with you, like with a cane. That would be so cool.
That would be dope, right?
That would be so cool. But please credit me. Please give me credit. Also, if you meet Diddy, just make sure you bring me back.
What do you mean if? We're already G's.
Yeah, but I don't know when you're going.
We're already G's. Like, I don't even talk to normal people anymore.
Are you going to buy me a ticket to go with
don't
you?
worry, I'll think about it. I think if you can appease me.
What? What? Please don't speak to me. So you have moral instruction. I don't know if you have like a ton of songs that you have not released.
Yeah, of course. I have a bunch of tracks. I'm working in the studio every day. I'm recording new material, so there's a bunch of stuff.
So why are you ever going to release them?
Well, I even me, I don't know. You know, because this our game is very uncertain. So tomorrow will determine itself.
Interesting. Okay, Falz, thank you so much for coming to hang with me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, just for the record, I'm really happy that you're being a voice of reason. I'm happy that you're out there saying things that, you know, people that are in your position should say. People that are out there, people that are so influential, celebrities should say a lot of stuff. And it doesn't always have to be politics. It can be other things. Speaking of politics, are you going to run for office?
Well, currently I didn't have any such plans. I wait for the Almighty up above to give me direction for that.
Okay, Falz. When you do, or if you do, let us know. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's Soundcity Radio 98.5. He's doing something really hilarious and it's distracting me. But this is Soft Work by the Bad Guy.
Soft work, yeah, it's how I walk. Yeah, soft work, yeah, it's how I walk.